I'm now the boss of these guys that, so if anyone's familiar with any union shops, not to dig on unions, but management and unions is like oil and water. You need a psychology degree to manage union guys because they can't get fired. These guys were all my buddies. They were my, they were friends of mine that worked with me on the dock when I was a nothing burger. Now that I'm their boss, they all hate me. They are, and everything in the trucking is a load sheet. So when you load a piece of freight on, if there's food over here and you got hazardous material, it's almost like another language how you have to code it on these sheets. And as a manager, I have to manage these sheets because these sheets are getting delivered to another city. It's very important. And they would go in and mess with every one of my loads every night. And I am not ashamed to admit it. Why I say it's the worst 8 months of my working life is I had so much stress and I would get so emotional almost every night. I don't want to sound like a sissy here, but almost every night I would go into the bathroom and cry. Like at my breaking point, I'd go in, I'd cry for 2 minutes, wash my face off, come out and kill the night. So what happened was that same guy who drove the forks through the truck, 8 months into this, he corners me on the trailer. And it's like some weird gang initiation thing. Corners me on the trailer, tells me he's got a problem with me and he's going to kick my ass. And I'm like, by this point I'm sick of everything. I go, just get back to work and leave me alone. We end up getting in a fight. I push him over in my second fight when I said I'm not a fighter. My only 2 fights in my adult life, by the way. I push him over this pallet and I jump over and I straddle his head and I'm just pounding on him. Now this guy was scared. He was scary to everybody on the dock because he had been in prison for manslaughter. And so everybody thought he murdered many people. He was a big dude. But I was the crazy guy right now. And 4 guys come on the trailer and they want to fight me again. And I yell at them, I'll get your ass back to work and clean his shit up. So I left. I go back to the tower. I tell my workmate manager, I go, I'm going to be killed tonight because I just beat the crap out of Gary so-and-so. And he goes, you did what? And I told him, he goes, you got to leave, dude. They're going to get you. I go, I'm not going anywhere. I can't do that. So after that shift, this was a Friday. They're all hanging out in the parking lot. They all drink beer at 7 a.m. in the parking lot. I got to walk through them after this fight. And here they all stand there in the wall, and I got to walk up to them like, here we go again. So I walk up to Gary, and he's like, we got to talk. I'm like, we got to do this again. I put my lunchbox down, and he puts his hand out. And I go, what the hell is this? He goes, you're good with me now. I'm like, I'm good with you. And because all the guys were standing around, I was just being smart. I grabbed his hand and pulled him, and I go, no, you're good with me now. And everybody started laughing. And now I was in again. Now my 8 months of hell has completely flipped, and now they're all friends with me again because it's like the schoolyard bully got his ass kicked in front of everybody. And now I'm back in the good graces.